So as you all know, Assassin's Creed Shadows, which has been delayed twice, is finally coming out on the 20th of March 2025, and honestly, I am so excited to be able to bring you guys a bunch of brand new gameplay early on the 23rd of this month, January 2025, so be on the lookout for that. But in this video, I'm going to be going over why Assassin's Creed Shadows needs to be good and why Ubisoft cannot mess up with this title. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. So the Assassin's Creed franchise has been a huge part of gaming for over a decade. It has given us breathtaking historical settings, thrilling stories, and tons of addictive gameplay. But let's be honest, it's not been smooth sailing throughout the entirety of the franchise. The series has had its ups and downs, with some games feeling like masterpieces, i.e. Assassin's Creed 2 and my personal favorite Assassin's Creed 3, and others feeling more like filler content, i.e. the Chronicles trilogy and Odyssey. I just really hate Odyssey. I'm not a fan. But with Assassin's Creed Shadows on the horizon, there is a lot riding on that game. It has the potential to reignite the love of longtime fans, bring in new players, and even redefine what in the series it can be. In this video, I'm going to go over why Assassin's Creed Shadows absolutely needs to nail it, not only for the fans, not only for the innovation, but also for Ubisoft as a whole. Now back in 2007, when the first Assassin's Creed game dropped, it felt like nothing out there. The mix of stealth, parkour, and historical immersion was a massive game changer. Then came Assassin's Creed 2, which many still consider to be the gold standard for the series. Ezio Auditore, Renaissance Italy, the whole shebang, it was iconic. But as the series grew, it also stumbled. Games like Unity and Syndicate were marred by bugs and uneven quality. And while Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla took bold steps by adding RPG elements, some fans felt like the franchise was drifting too far from its stealth action roots, and I was one of those fans. Now there is a huge divide between players who want this series to go back to the basics and those who enjoy the newer style. Even worse, Ubisoft's reputation for releasing buggy, unfinished games has created a massive trust issue. Fans still remember the disastrous launch of Unity with its horrifying facial glitches and game-breaking bugs. These kinds of missteps make players hesitant to pre-order or even give new entries a chance. If Shadows ships in a broken state, it could be the final straw for many fans. This is, however, where Shadows could make a massive statement. It is a chance to bridge the gap, to show that Ubisoft remembers what made this series special in the first place while still pushing it forward. Fans are craving a new game with a tight, focused story and memorable characters, something that hits the same emotional highs as Ezio's journey or Bayek's quest for justice. Ubisoft needs to show players that they're listening, because if they don't, they really risk alienating the very people who stuck with them through thick and thin. Let's be honest, open world games are everywhere now. What made Assassin's Creed feel fresh years ago has started to feel a little formulaic. You climb a tall building, reveal the map, collect 50 feathers or treasure chest, rinse, repeat throughout the entire game. Sure, it's fun, but it's not exactly groundbreaking anymore. With Shadows, Ubisoft has the golden opportunity to shake things up. Rumors suggest that the game will explore darker themes and possible feature advanced stealth mechanics. Think Splinter Cell, but with an Assassin's Creed twist. If Ubisoft can deliver on that, it could be a total game changer. Imagine a more dynamic stealth system where NPCs react intelligently to your actions, or missions where your choices truly matter. This is the kind of innovation the series needs, and from the recent updates and gameplay clips we've seen, some of which you can see on my channel, we know we're getting this Splinter Cell like stealth mechanics in the game. And honestly, it's something that Assassin's Creed needs. We need to put Assassin's Creed back into Assassin's Creed, and with Shadows, it looks like that is happening. But let's not ignore the elephant in the room, Ubisoft. They have a tendency to overstuff their games with pointless busy work. Recent titles like Valhalla were criticized for their bloated worlds and endless repetitive side quests. I mean, I remember when I got to play the game early, at least half of my time was spent on a horse trying to get from one location to another, and while the worlds do look amazing, because they do, that is something we cannot fault Ubisoft on. Maybe we can fault them on the gameplay, the character animations, the facial animations, but their open worlds are amazing. However, if you're going from one place to another in an Assassin's Creed game with no parkour action, no fights, and you're just on a horse going from one place to another to another to another, it feels empty and gets boring really easily. Now of course, this led to fatigue even among the hardcore fans. If Shadows can't balance meaningful content with a manageable playtime, it risks becoming another example of Ubisoft's quantity over quality approach. And the setting, fans have been begging for new and unexplored time periods and location. Feudal Japan, the Aztec Empire, the Silk Road, any of these could inject fresh energy into the series. A unique, well-realized setting could be the hook that pulls players back in and gets everyone talking about Assassin's Creed again. Innovation doesn't mean throwing everything out and starting over. It means finding a balance between what fans already love and what can make this series feel exciting again. If Shadows can pull that off, it'll be a win not just for Assassin's Creed, but for the entire open world genre. Now, it's also no secret that Ubisoft has had a rough go of it lately. From workplace controversies to disappointing game releases, the company's reputation has taken a hit. For them, I believe Shadows isn't just another Assassin's Creed game, but it's a chance to prove they're still one of the best in the business. Think about it, right? Assassin's Creed is Ubisoft's flagship franchise. It's a huge moneymaker and a big part of their identity. If Shadows does well, it could mark the beginning of a comeback story for Ubisoft. It would show that they've learned from past mistakes and can still deliver top-tier games. But if it flops, the consequences could be massive. Ubisoft risks losing not just the fans of Assassin's Creed, but also the broader gaming community's trust. Other studios like CD Projekt Red with Cyberpunk 2077 and From Software with Elden Ring have raised the bar for what players to expect from AAA games, and of course, Rockstar. Rockstar are still the titans in the industry when it comes to open world titles. Yes, we have GTA 5 that released in 2013, over 10 years ago, but back in 2018 with Red Dead Redemption 2. 2018, a game that released on the Xbox One and the PS4. To this day, still looks incredible, and most importantly, the story. The story is amazing. It is probably in my top 5 of any sort of media. It is incredible. So if Ubisoft can come up with something even similar or maybe just below par of that, then they have something great on their hand. There's also that huge financial angle. Ubisoft's investors are watching closely. A hit game like Shadows could boost their confidence in the company, while a failure might lead to even more scrutiny. And considering Ubisoft's recent cancellations and delays, another major flop could seriously damage their bottom line. One more thing is that Ubisoft's reputation for monetization practices has also been a sore point. They have an over-reliance on microtransactions, pay-to-win mechanics, and unnecessary DLC, which has frustrated players. If Shadows decides to double down on these tactics, instead of focusing on delivering a complete, satisfying experience, it could spark major backlash. But with the delays, hopefully Ubisoft have realized that fans don't want this overabundance of microtransactions and DLC. Now, there's been a huge question that has been floating around the Assassin's Creed communities and everything like that, and it's, why should any of this matter to us? And it shouldn't matter because the success or failure of Assassin's Creed Shadows could influence the direction of the whole franchise. A great game can inspire other developers, push boundaries, and show what's possible within the game. A bad one can make publishers double down on safe, uninspired formulas. And let's face it, we all want to be excited by Assassin's Creed again. I know I do. There's something magical about diving into a beautifully crafted historical world, feeling like a part of history and putting off those cool assassinations, parkour moves, and basically going from one side of the map to another. All of that is fun, and I want Shadows to remind us of why I fell in love with this series in the first place, and I know people out there want that as well. Assassin's Creed Shadows isn't just another game in a long-running series. It's definitely a turning point. For fans, it's a chance to reconnect with a franchise that's meant so much to so many. For Ubisoft, it's a critical opportunity to rebuild trust and prove they can still deliver. And for the gaming industry, it's a reminder of how much potential this medium has to tell amazing stories and create unforgettable experiences. There is a lot riding on this game, and it's not enough for Shadows to be good, it needs to be great. It needs to be the kind of game that people talk about for years. The kind of game that makes us fall in love with Assassin's Creed all over again. And I sincerely hope Ubisoft can pull this off, because if they do, it'll be something truly special and something I know fans will love and something I will love. Guys and girls, in the comment section down below, let me know what you think about Assassin's Creed Shadows. Do you think it has the potential to be one of the best Assassin's Creed games out there? Do you think Ubisoft can pull through with this game, make it one of the best? Do you think the story is there? Do you think the characters are there? Do you think the world is there? And more importantly, do you think the gameplay is there? Let me know down below in the comment section. Like the video if you have enjoyed. Also, make sure you subscribe for more Assassin's Creed content. Just a quick reminder, I've got some brand new Assassin's Creed Shadows gameplay coming out on the 23rd at 5 PM BST. Hope to see you all there. I hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video.